Density simply means how closely particles are packed, which means that suppose I have a rock and a sponge with me. Obviously, this rock is more dense or more heavy when compared to that of the sponge. This is because the amount of substance or the particles inside this rock is more closely packed when compared to that of the sponge. So, density is nothing but how closely particles are packed. So, what is mass? Mass is the amount of matter present inside a substance. So, obviously, there is a connection between the density and the mass. Mass and density are connected by the equation mass by volume. When we divide the mass of an object by its volume, what we will get is its density. The unit of mass is kilogram and volume is meter cube. So, the unit of density is kg per meter cube. Now consider, I am throwing both of this rock and sponge in a water body. The sponge will floating in the water and this rock would be sink down. This is because the rock is having more density when compared to that of the water and the sponge is having less density when compared to that of the water. So keep in mind that any object having more density than water will be sink down and those having less density would be floating in the water. Water is having a density of 1 kilogram per meter cube. Now temperature. Temperature is the amount of thermal energy that we have in our body or that we are having in any kind of substances. Suppose if we have a fever, our temperature increases, which simply means that the thermal energy of our body has been increased. So, temperature is the measure of thermal energy in a matter. We use so many units to measure temperature. The most commonly used units are degree Celsius, degree Fahrenheit, and Kelvin. Degree Celsius and degree Fahrenheit are more commonly used than Kelvin, but Kelvin is the SI unit of temperature. Degree Celsius normally varies from 0 to 100 degree. Degree Fahrenheit varies from 32 degree to 212 degree, which means that a 0 degree Celsius is equivalent to 32 degree Fahrenheit and 100 degree Celsius is equivalent to 212 degree Fahrenheit. Now, the interconversion between these three units are possible. If we have to convert a degree Celsius into degree Fahrenheit, we can simply perform that using the equation degree Fahrenheit is equal to 9 by 5 into degree Celsius plus 32. For example, you have asked to convert 20 degrees Celsius into Fahrenheit. What you have to do? You have to simply put this 20 degrees Celsius here like this, 9 by 5 into 20 plus 32. What we are getting is 68 degree Fahrenheit, which means that 20 degrees Celsius is equal to 68 degree Fahrenheit. Now, as I already said, Kelvin is the SI unit. So, it is very important is the conversion of degree Celsius to Kelvin. We can perform that conversion by using the equation degree Celsius plus 273.15. For example, you have asked to convert 10 degrees Celsius into Kelvin. What we have to do is put this 10 here. 10 plus 273.15 is equal to 283.15 Kelvin, which means that 10 degrees Celsius is equivalent to 283.15 Kelvin.